Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
They lay dormant for years, waiting for the chance to appear once again. Now, they're back, and they'll find you no matter where you try to hide. And only a team of dedicated professionals can stop them.
We need someone, an expert, to eliminate these creatures. To go graboid hunting.
This time, they're prepared.
Preparing to fire. You smoked his ass.
Doing what I can with what I got.
This time, they're motivated.
50,000 for each graboid.
You got a deal.
This time, they're one step ahead.
Get off the ground!
There's only one problem. This time, the worms have turned.
Something's wrong with our worm, Earl.
It's a whole new ball game. A whole new goddamn ball game.
I didn't know, how could I have known? Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring another horror movie review. This time we're going to be talking about the Tremors sequel, the first sequel, Tremors 2 Aftershocks.
The worms changed somehow. Now we've got these things. This way!
I am completely out of ammo.
Hey, Richter Car, the radio tower. How can they be so smart? We're not sitting ducks here. Come get me, you suckers. You hungry?
If I can just get to your truck, I can grab some bombs.
Tremors 2 Aftershocks. Starring Fred Ward, Michael Gross, Christopher Garten, and Helen Shaver.
Damn worms never cut you any slack.
So yeah, hopefully you didn't mind that, kind of subpar imitation of, Michael Gross or Burt Gummer there. But God, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna say it right off the bat. I did like the first one, and that's one I feel like I gotta watch again. But I gotta be honest, I personally actually ended up maybe enjoying this one a little bit more, having maybe even more fun with it, which kind of surprised me because there's a lot of people that say the series went to shit after the first one. There are some that say second and third ones are okay, but then after that it's crap. But hey, I formed my own opinion again, so but yeah, I just honestly really enjoyed Tremors 2 Aftershocks. First one still has a novelty to it that none of them are gonna have again. And there's no Kevin Bacon anymore because they didn't have the money for him. I think that's what it was anyway. I could be wrong, because the budget was cut in half for this sequel. But I gotta be honest, again, I just enjoyed it more. I thought it was funnier than the first one. We have Fred Ward returning as Earl, and I already liked him in the first one, and he again was likable in this one as well. And of course, he had Christopher Garten as Grady Hoover, sort of like our replacement for Kevin Bacon's character Val. And it takes place a certain amount of years after the first one. They've achieved fame because of what they've done. How they destroy those things and how they survived and stuff like that. Kevin Bacon's character apparently went off and married the female lead from the first one, and he didn't want anything to do with this graboid stuff coming up again. So that's kind of how they wrote him out of it. It would have been interesting to see how the TV show on Sci-Fi would have went had they not pulled the plug on it. Did she end up being killed somehow? I don't know. But either way, as far as this sequel goes, he as Earl said, he married a good woman, and he's just kind of wanting to be left alone from all this, which he understood. But Earl, meanwhile, he kind of blew all his on something he shouldn't have. So he's kind of just like living off of himself again. So he kind of has to take on this hunt, this graboid activity that's come up, and that's where we meet Christopher Garton's character Grady. And I actually liked him as well. I was kind of surprised. Maybe he's not Kevin Bacon, but I actually thought he was a lot of fun, and again, he had good chemistry with Fred Ward. So I still thought it kind of worked. He had kind of like a mentor and like a young, sort of hot shot thing going on again as well. So yeah, all the actors, I think, did a fine job. Again, the cast is pretty well rounded, good chemistry. But obviously the highlight for me, as I just again that terrible impression at the beginning, Michael Gross, Burt Gummer himself. I gotta say, at this point, he is a definite legend. I love this guy a lot already, and that's another great thing about this sequel. Is we lost Kevin Bacon, but we got more Burt, and I think that's a win. I just love the quote from him. "I didn't know. How could I have known?" There's just like these random he pulls something off pretty awesome, but then it turns out they kind of screwed him over too, and there's just like no chance he could have realized what he was, that would have happened. It's like when he comes overly prepared, of course, bringing these big guns, when Earl calls him and everything. He wants maximum penetration, right? But he blows through a crap ton, not just a graboid, but he ends up hitting the truck and screwing him over there. Then he ends up locking a couple of graboids, or they had another name for them, the ones that were walking on foot. Let me just see. Yeah, Shriekers. Okay, I guess that was their name for this one. But yeah, he ends up trapping some of the Shriekers in this building, and it turns out to be stuff they could feed on, excuse me. So you kind of repeat the line again. That was a lot of fun. And that's another thing, graboids change in this. We have these Shriekers, like I said, so they're kind of walking around like little T-Rexes or raptors, you could say. So that was fine. It's a little bit silly, of course. I'm kind of wondering what else they're going to do in the sequels to change it up. But they can't just have the regular graboids burrowing underground in every movie, which they did have a little bit at the beginning of this one. I don't know, like the montage of Earl and Grady, hunting them down at first before they have this extra evolve thing that turns some of them into Shriekers, so they give birth to, I guess. So they gotta change things up a little bit. They gotta keep it a little bit different somehow for the sequel. And so I thought these things worked fine. They were actually props or puppets or whatever. Not puppets. I should have read on it again. I did, but it's been a couple days now. But yeah, it was basically a prop for most of it, which looked fine for the most part. But there were some shots in it that you could tell was more kind of CG than others, and it was a bit obvious at times. But again, it was only in 1996, so I got to come a little bit slack. And again, their budget was cut in half, actually more than half, for the sequel. So they still managed to pull it off really nicely, and the environment's different. You still kind of have the deserty areas, but there's actually grass and more green and stuff like that. So it was a little bit different with that as well. And with Burt, you find out that his wife left him, just because of you know, how he's just waiting on another war, and you know, she finally you know, separated from him because of that. You know, so that was fine. Although I think they made quite a cute couple in the first one. And there's just a lot of great Burt moments in the movie. Like I already showed this picture, but you know, when he uses that, it's an awesome shot. And he already went off on the lines and everything. But then when he gets ambushed by these shriekers, you know, he didn't realize that they had, you know, they could change like that, or that they could be any different. You know, because they lost radio contact and everything. So he gets ambushed by, you know, a bunch of them at night. You know, quite a few, like waves of them. So he used all his ammo, and he's like, "I'm out of ammo. It's never happened to me before." And he talks about how he was denied need-to-know information, or critical information. Oh god, Michael Gross is just a master, and yeah, I don't think I can say you know, Burt's quite Ash Williams yet, but I think Burt is definitely another you know, really fun you know, sort of horror icon or hero that I really get behind to get a big kick out of him. Now, you know, I'll wait and see how, you know, how much I enjoy the other sequels, but I gotta say I'm completely fine with Michael Gross taking over the lead fully after this movie. I've heard some people say he works better as a supporting character, but yeah, I think it should be a pretty good time with him as the lead, so I think that'll hopefully save every other movie after this for me, if I like him this much already. But we'll see. So yeah, overall this is just a really good time. Let's see. Oh yeah, then, you know, Earl, he also has a thing for, you know, Kate in the movie. You know, she's a love interest, and it turns out she's on his calendar, you know, from like 74 that he looks at all the time. You know, so that was fine as well. You know, I thought she worked. It was well enough, and it was only kind of like in passing. It wasn't like a, you know, forced thing in the movie. So yeah, you know, maybe it wasn't quite as perhaps suspenseful as the first one was, if I had to come up with anything to complain about. But it came out in '96, and I love this one. You know, it's probably going to be. Sometime I'm going to do a video on my top, you know, 10, top 20 horror movies of all time, and this one might very well be on it, actually. So yeah, I liked it a lot, and I'm giving it a B+ right now. Maybe it could change a little bit at some point, but who knows. So yeah, personally I preferred it to the first one. I just found it funnier. You know, more Bird is always awesome. So yeah, let me guys thought about this one, and then without spoilers, let me know what you think about the later sequels, and I'll be sure to review those as I watch them. Although I gotta break it up once in a while and watch something else. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.